What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie, for those of you that do not know, and this is OMA. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody is having a great week. Today, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 reasons that you should read Queenie. So, if you are interested in hearing my reasons, please keep watching. Okay, so Queenie by Candace Carty Williams is about a girl named Queenie who lives in London. She's 25 and she is getting out of a 5-year long relationship. I think it's 5, with this man named Tom. The book starts out with her having a miscarriage. This is literally the first couple of pages. And, she's black, she's Jamaican. Her family has regular, ethnic cultures where, you don't really trust men. And her aunt was telling her almonds a devil and all this stuff. And it's basically her dealing with the breakup of her and her white boyfriend, Tom. And dealing with it in her own way. Her friends are there as well. And that's pretty much all I can tell you. I do think this is a great book to read when you're either single, getting out of a breakup, or just looking for something great to read that doesn't revolve all around romance and love. Here we go. Reason number 1 is the cover is stunning. I love how the braids intermingle with the title and stuff, go in and out of it. And yes, and her what's it called? Earrings are cute, and her little tattoo says a novel. Mad cute. So that's reason number 1, is it has a beautiful cover. The spine is also beautiful. So look amazing on your bookshelves. Reason number 2, this lightly touches racism and kind of how it feels to go through racism, especially since it's kind of normalized in the book. And I feel like nowadays a lot of people say a lot of racist stuff and do a lot of racist stuff, and it's not corrected, and it's kind of supposed to be taken as a joke or whatever the case may be. And we see this specifically in her flashbacks between her ex-boyfriend Tom's family, and all this other stuff. And a lot of the times when guys are hitting on her, a lot of the things that they are saying is racist. Reason number 3 is it shows the possible negatives of dating around, just in general. She comes across a lot of creeps, and she goes on, I think it's POF, and tries to have a normal dating experience or whatever, but everything on there is sexual. Even the guy she meets in person, it's mainly sexual things. Yeah, so that's kind of goes to the struggle of dating nowadays and how it's rough and tough out there. Reason number 4 is it shows the cons of sleeping around. Number 1, this guy, I don't think this is a spoiler, but this guy that she was sleeping with was so rough with her that she had internal bruising, and the doctors thought that she was sexually abused or raped, because those were the type of injuries involved in that. But it was just that the guy was super rough, And then there was a few guys that she really liked that she slept with, never called her back. And there's this one incident which I would love to tell you guys about, but I can't because it's a super spoiler. Number 5 is this lightly explores mental illness. While going through the breakup with her ex Tom, Queenie starts to have panic attacks on a regular basis. She's letting her whole life fall apart around her pretty much just because of her breakup. Like, she's not really doing her job anymore. She goes under investigation at one point for something I can't really tell you guys about because, again, that's a spoiler. And yeah, so she starts to have mental breakdowns, and um, she starts to see a therapist, which I love. I'm all for therapy. Um, so it just kind of like grazes over that a little bit. And then number 6 is this explores deeply what it's like, or not deeply, but just more deeply than the mental illness thing. It more deeply explains what it's like dealing or trying to deal with mental illness in a ethnic family where it's mostly frowned upon. I know in certain households, not my household, but I know in certain Spanish households, like nobody really goes to therapy and therapy is kind of frowned upon. Her grandma does mention that it's frowned upon and like disgraceful to the family that she's going to a therapist, and that she had like dealt with multiple things in her life, gone through great sadness, and still you don't see a therapist. Like, that's just not okay. So it does get into that, and that's really, really, really good because I do side side tangent. I do really believe in therapy. I feel like every single person in the world should have a therapist, whether you have like big things going on in your life, little things going on in your life, whatever. I do feel like everybody needs a therapist, needs someone to talk to, and I don't feel like yes, you can talk to your friends, but they're gonna tell you what you want to hear, or they're gonna be too rough on you. Like, you need somebody that can clearly tell you from an unbiased perspective what's going on, your patterns, like if you're the commenter, all this different stuff that, although friends are awesome, I love my friends, um, that a friend cannot offer you that type of advice, you know? Um, Number 7, it does glaze over domestic violence and kind of experiencing it as a kid. We have one of the flashbacks to Queenie and her mom's boyfriend, husband, man. I don't know what he was. Um, and one of the many times that she had witnessed him abusing her, and then he blamed it on Queenie, which I was like, oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, those parts are a little bit triggering, especially if like you have a weak stomach or you that's like a trigger for you, domestic violence at all. Yeah. And also, like, when she had sex with this one guy, the one that internally bruised her or whatever, that's really triggering. Like, if that's one of your triggers, yes. Number 8, the friend group. The friend group in here is amazing. Queenie has 3 friends from 3 separate parts of her life, but she tells all of them everything all the time. So she kind of like creates a group chat with all of them, and they all become friends because of Queenie, and they're all very supportive of her. They all have, well, in the beginning, they all have their own things going on, but they're there for her, and I really appreciate that. Number 9 is I absolutely love the light touches we get of Queenie's relationship with her mother, and how it used to be great, how it's terrible now. She like doesn't see her mom as a mom anymore, I guess. And like their relationship is very damaged, and you kind of, through flashbacks, you see when it was good, you see now how it's bad, and you see Queenie kind of trying to fix it a little bit in like the later parts of the book. So I really enjoyed that. And number 10, I love that this is basically telling you or showing you that you don't need a man to get over the previous man. You know, you can kind of just focus on yourself, focus on your life, focus on your goals, do what you gotta do, and you'll be okay, and you'll come out the other side. And you won't need your ex, you won't need your current, you won't need an ex. Like, I love that this character, in the end, her being happy and her, you know, finding peace within her breakup and stuff was her literally just finding herself. Because she was so dependent on her ex. So now she's more dependent on herself and her loved ones that were there with her throughout the whole breakup and this whole process that she was going through. So I absolutely love that. I gave this book 4 stars, I believe. Like I said, I absolutely adore it. I think that everybody should read it. I think this is specifically for women, as much as I don't want to say that, but I feel like guys won't get the same things out of it because it is from a woman's point of view, and I know that sounds awful, but that's just what I think. That is all. Thank you for watching my video. I hope my top 10 reasons why you should read Queenie made you want to read Queenie by Candace Carty Williams. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe. And remember to share this and any other video on my channel that you think your people will enjoy. Remember to spread peace and positivity all day, every day, and it'll come back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and remember to keep reading. Adios.